Hey, Mountain Ghost 556. Okay, check it out. Some of you will know what this is, and some of you don't. I, unfortunately, did not have the luck to recognize it for what it was when I first saw it. I saw this being used on Cooking Preparedness 101's channel. He talks about making food. He makes the food and stuff like that. Talks about calories and spices. And spices, I think, is something that's very underrated when it comes to the food preparations for long-term prep storage and things like that. So he's going over it, and I thought to myself, I've seen this before. I have actually seen this before. Haitians cook on something similar to this. Not the exact same thing, but something similar to this. And the backstory, which is relevant to what we're talking about, is that they cook with charcoal. So some of you, if you didn't get what this was at the beginning, you're probably getting close to figuring out what it is now. I still didn't realize what it was once I started going over. They cook with charcoal. The Haitians cook with charcoal because they don't have the luxury or that we take for granted, especially here in the United States, of electricity, running water, propane, or natural gas. They cook with charcoal, hence why the island is becoming devoid of trees. They've chopped them all down, cook with charcoal. That's not where I saw this. Where I saw it was, and you're gonna laugh, all my friends that are connoisseurs of grilling and, making good food and stuff don't like to use lighter fluid on their charcoal, especially when they're cooking steaks. They say they can taste the lighter fluid. So what they do is, when they want to start their charcoal, here we go. They put their charcoal in one of these. That's when, once Cooking Preparedness 101 said two words, that dimly lit light bulb that very rarely shines went off like the sun. He said charcoal and chimney. The reason why I associated his term for this, he calls it the prepper grill. I didn't associate what this was when he said, I associated the name prepper grill with being the actual title or nomenclature of this particular stove he's using. No, if it's this. If you would have had the handle still on it, as you can see here, I would have recognized it immediately. But seeing as I have the handle off, and he didn't say it was a charcoal chimney, he called it a prepper grill, I was totally dumbfounded and like, what is that? Where did he make it? Did he buy it? I'm glad I didn't ask because you've probably been, you idiot. It's a charcoal chimney. So, yeah. So I went, and as you can see, I went on the elusive hunt for this thing. And I looked on Amazon. I saw they're like $10, being on the lower end, $7 maybe, and then like all the way up to $30. I was like, I'm not going to pay $30 for this. I'm not going to put a cylinder, a metal cylinder. So me and my girl went to Walmart, and I was kind of hunting. I figured they'd have one. We went to get a fire pit, and my girl's son, he is a Cub Scout, and I'm teaching him how to use fire and work with it and start different methods of starting it and, to respect fire, don't fear it, things like that. And lo and behold, this right here was right next to the fire pit. I paid about $8 for it at Walmart. So immediately when I saw it, I had to grab it. And, as soon as I got home, every boy got to go out and play with the new toys. That's what I did. I went right out and I got a couple of steaks, got some charcoal that I had laying around because I usually always try to keep a couple of bags of charcoal and some wood. Some of my friends would be like, why do you have that? You don't even have a grill. Well, it's a method of cooking. It's a fuel for cooking. And sometimes in a bad situation, you either can't gather fuel or you don't have the utilities such as electricity or natural gas, or you may not have propane. You might not have those fuel sources to cook. So I always had an alternate fuel source so I could cook. So, I went and got the steaks, and let's just be serious. I ruined them because this thing has a learning curve. And when you cook on it, let me raise this up a little bit. When you cook on it, it puts out a tremendous amount of heat. I would say I used maybe 11 or 12 charcoal briquettes. That was way too much for grilling, way too much. Cooking Preparedness 101 says about 8. I'm going to go, he's spot on with that. I think 8 for grilling is all you need. You don't need any more than that. Now, if you're going to do like soups and different things like that, like boiling rice, like getting, cooking rice, then you could probably use more, or you could, add them as you go. But 8 for grilling is spot on. I use the deep end portion of this, if you can see that. He grills on the top portion. I didn't do that. I used the deep end, but I think this is probably the better way of grilling that he does it. And you're going to just use like 8, and that's all you need. I literally just didn't realize how fast it was going to cook. And the steaks were edible, okay, because I added spices to them. That what made them edible. It's kind of like chewing on a moccasin that tasted well. So I used that, and I got to tell you, for $8, this is something that everybody should have in their preparedness. I mean, you can't beat it. It doesn't cost much. You can go get a small bag. I got a small bag of the Kingsford charcoal here, as you can see. And I don't know. Let me see. It says they go by pounds. They don't go by the exact briquette count. So this could last you a while. And he says a large bag 3 times a day can last you a month. Okay, I'll believe that. As far as this cooks and the heat that it conveys, you just, like I said, you just put some newspaper, grass, and you light it. And as it burns, it pulls in oxygen and causes the briquettes to light. And I got all those to light under a minute. I would say, let's be honest, a minute. I got those to light. So yeah, I would suggest picking one of these up. Get it off Amazon. Go to your local Walmart. Lowe's, Home Depot have them. Yeah, really good. I'm glad that he put that video out there, because this is his baby. I'm giving that to him. I didn't come up with that. This is not what I came up with. So yeah, go check out Preparedness Cooking 101. Great channel. You'll like it. You'll get a lot of good ideas. And yeah, just get this as a alternate method of cooking. You can't go wrong. Just toss the little grill on there, and there you go. I'm going to be making some videos of me cooking on it, just to show you that I'm not BSing you. But you'll already know that if you go to his channel. Okay, this is Mountain Ghost 556 out.